What's up, guys? This is Josh from We Are Machine. With my weekly Spotlight track series, I try to present a variety of styles and sounds, and this week's selection would fall under the heading of dub techno. Now, before I just jump in and start talking about some new dub techno release, I first wanted to provide a little bit of history and some context on the genre of dub techno. So what is dub techno? Dub techno essentially takes the echoing, syncopated bounce of the dub genre, which originated in Jamaica in the late 60s and early 70s, with two key artists being King Tubby and Lee Scratch Perry, and combines that with a more synthesized techno sound, which is rooted in Detroit, spearheaded by an artist named Juan Atkins. So the real genesis of the dub techno genre came about when a Hamburg-based percussionist named Moritz von Oswald moved to Berlin and met Mark Ernestus, who was running a record store called Hardwax in 1989. Von Oswald and Ernestus originally formed a duo called Maurizio, but it wasn't until they launched their Basic Channel collaboration in 1993 that they really began to embrace the sound that came to be defined as dub techno. Basic Channel was really the inception of this hybrid genre, and Von Oswald and Ernestus would quickly move on to start another influential label called Chain Reaction in 1995. Now, I've hit on some highlights, but if you want to go deeper and learn more about the history of the dub techno genre, I've added a link to a really informative video from a YouTube channel called Dub Monitor in the description. So after that little music history lesson, I wanted to talk about the latest release from the Copenhagen-based dub techno label Echocord. Previously, I had the pleasure of premiering a track called Java by Mathimidori and Pulshar, released on the label back in September, and I've added a link in the description so you guys can check that out. Now, the latest release from Echocord is Choop's Insane Sens EP, out today, and my spotlight track for this week is Sven Weissman's Angelic Sens mix of Insane Sens. Weissman began releasing music in 2006, and even if you listen to his earliest releases for labels like Majuba, he basically arrived with a finely tuned dub techno sound. He didn't need time to evolve into something. His sound was already fully developed. Weissman has contributed to the Echocord label in the past. He first remixed a track by XDB called Apari, released in 2015, and he followed that up with an EP of his own 2 years later called Bilateral Relations. Check out a track off the EP called Monistic. It is just lush and spacious and is probably one of my all-time Echocord favorites. On Insane Sens, Weissman gives the track a massive facelift, shifting the feel into something much more pumping and creating an absolutely cavernous sense of space. He even adds this haunting a cappella clip.
All right, I'll tell you the truth.
Which can't help but recast all of the track's elements in this ominous, foreboding tone. On a remix, artists can choose to be very loyal to the original track, but in this case, Weissman went in the opposite direction and really made his remix an original piece all of its own with very little connection to Choop's original production. He adds these synth flourishes and chords that are so captivating and engaging that it's really hard to believe that this remix clocks in at just under 12 minutes. So check out Sven Weissman's remix of Choop's Insane Sens in full at the link in the description, and it's out today on Echocord. Be on the lookout for a collection of remixes of the Mathimidori album coming in the spring from the label. I'm Josh with We Are Machine. I'll be back next week with more Spotlight tracks. Thanks.